Good morning. So it is day 7 of the trip, but it's day 5 of riding because we've had 2 rain out days. And we are in the Hotel Kitsmiller. And we just got some breakfast for this morning.
So the hotel is right on Main Street. And if you go out your front door and you look right, bam, Top Donuts. It's just meant to be. So this morning, breakfast again is donuts. So the donut count is 14. 8 full-size donuts, 6 mini donuts. All these donuts have tasted exactly the same in the last 3 locations. Somebody owns all these donut shops and makes all these donuts, but the donut shop names are different. So the donuts are amazing. The coffee is terrible.
Welcome back. In this week's episode, we are back on the touring bikes. We are Dre and Wiley, and our newest adventure buddy, Melvin, is along for the ride. This is his very first bike tour, and he is pumped to be on his first adventure with Suits to Sandals. In this series, we take you with us on the Texas Hill Country Bike Loop. It's a 316-mile ride that starts and ends in Austin, Texas. Come enjoy a scenic ride on bike paths and back roads, pedaling past open fields of farmland, sprawling ranches, meandering rivers, and I almost forgot, a few hills. Technically, not big hills, more like small, punchy hills, but lots and lots of them. If you're into bike touring and are looking to skip the big city for a shorter ride through quiet and charming rural small towns, this is the ride for you.
So the good thing about this burly trailer is if you don't have a ton of room in your hotel room, it easily collapses down. This is a really nice feature. It's just these 2 clips to pop it back together, and then you're back in business.
Can't forget your safety flag.
I think this flag should say like Suits to Sandals instead of burly, but you know.
We'll work on it.
Okay, we are midway through, so Wiley's gonna check air pressure today.
We don't check our tire pressure every day, but I'm checking it today because we don't want to have another situation where Dre's rolling around on 20 pounds like she was on the Gap and the CNO trail, and we'll just say she wasn't happy about it. So good morning. We are leaving Fredericksburg this morning, about 8:30. Nice sunny day. Had to sit out the rain for a little bit. Now we're back at it. Melvin is full of it this morning, and I don't blame him because he doesn't get much action on a rainy day. Took him on 2 short walks. Did as best we could, but weren't going to go far because of the weather. So we are planning on doing 49 miles today. It's our biggest day of the trip, so we tried to get on the road a little bit earlier than usual. But if everything goes smoothly, we should have more than enough time. Outside of Austin, Fredericksburg has been the biggest town that we've been in so far. It's got a population of a little over 11,000 people. So it's a pretty happening spot. It's too bad we didn't get out and walk it yesterday when we had our downtime, but that's how it goes. So after spending the latter part of our last riding day in the rain, about 5 miles or so, and spending all day yesterday inside the hotel taking it 0, feels good to be back on the bike. Sun's out, blue skies, and a little crispy, but warms up nice during the day and then cools off at night. So usually, shortly after we start, we encounter what I like to call the second cup of coffee. And that's usually in the form of a huge hill or a nice strong headwind. And today it was the nice strong headwind, but we'll see if it sticks. I don't know if we're against it all day or not. But Dre has definitely noticed it already this morning towing Melvin, because it'll show itself pretty quick. So we're getting out of the
city life, smaller, older houses, and into the suburban, newer residential developments. Slowly sneaking our way out of Fredericksburg. Question of the day, Melvin. Do you regret choosing these two crazy adventures as your parents? Any second guesses? Waking up the neighborhood, buddy. So we're about 4.5 miles in, and we're on a nice country road, not a lot of traffic at all. So that's great. For the most part, this route does a good job of keeping you out of the hustle and bustle. So we got a pretty good sized hill coming up. So our standard procedure is to coast as far as we can up it, which isn't very far with the dog trailer. The hand goes up, we're gonna stop. Okay, Melvin's gonna jump out. Good boy. We just keep going. Good job, Bubs. It's a win-win for everybody. Melvin's getting his energy out, he loves it. Dre's getting a little boost up the hill. He likes to pull a little bit, which ends up giving you a little bit of a boost.
So we are 10 miles into our bike today. We are still on these country roads, which is really nice, but it is windy as today. This headwind is obnoxious, but the roads are beautiful. The sun is shining, so that's a good thing. Lots of juniper bushes and cactus today. Starting to get a little bit of a view as well.
Lost our lonely country road. Now we're back on a double yellow line, no shoulder road. Been a few cars, not too many, but it's nice to have that shoulder. So you don't have to worry as much. Down in low gear, first gear, just trucking up this hill. This is about as fast as it gets with the doggo behind you. Oh, Texas hill country. I'm testing this today. Woo! Big hill. Strong wind. Equals tired puppy. I don't mean Melvin. Whew.
Had to stop for these guys.
All right, quick stop. 20 miles in, switched Melvin from myself to Dre, and we're back at it. Not too many long breaks today. We got to make sure we get where we're going. There's a lot of these cattle grates for the loose livestock, and so we got to pop Melvin back in his crate because we don't want him to hurt himself trying to walk across that. And then after we go through it, we usually can let him back out. A little bumpy too, huh, bud? This is good stuff. This road, this territory is gorgeous. Is that loose livestock the signs are talking about? First time we've seen them without a fence.
keep seeing signs that say Old Country School Drive. I think it's a loop. I think the loop highlights the beauty of the area as well as the old structures and houses from way back in the day that some of these people have on their properties. Gonna have to get in the granny gear for this one.
We are 25 miles in today, halfway done, and we just entered into Llano County.
Hi guys.
We're the first ones that actually wanted to come to the fence and say hi. Hi, mini donkey and other horsey. You guys are pretty. Bubs, what do you think? I think this is the closest you've been to a horse, that's for sure. Oh, look at. Are you showing off?
Just rolling by the Enchanted Ranch, not too far from the Enchanted Rock, which is a place you can check out if you're touring the area. Dre's excited. We got some downhill coming up. She's done a fair amount of climbing today. I think I got the easy route. So Dre was just mentioning that we may have seen like 12 cars since we got outside of Fredericksburg. So once we were out of the hustle and bustle, yeah, we're talking 20 miles of a very small handful of car traffic. So that is exactly what you're looking for on a tour like this. It's been very nice today so far. Back out on a double-lined road. Doesn't look like too much traffic and not too far from when we will be switching, and I'll take Melvin back.
We're gonna eat our leftover Pizza Hut. We might have ordered Pizza Hut last night, so that's gonna be lunch for today.
And we might have went a little overboard. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks. You can get breadsticks with cheese or the regular ones. Of course, we went with the cheese. And it comes with a big cookie. When you hear big cookie, you think, you know, big cookie, we'll share it. It basically was a small pie tin-sized cookie that they sent with us. So we ate all that good stuff. We had a lot of extra. But we got some pizza left over.
Done with our little lunch break. Leftover Pizza Hut for the win. I'm gonna pay for that on some of these hills, I'm sure. We are on Ranch Road 2323. This should take us all the way into Llano. And that's where we'll be staying tonight. So 30 miles in, 19 or 20 to go. And it's been a great day. This area, this day in particular, was very beautiful, very low traffic. What more can I say? Like, that's what you want when you're biking. Perfect.
We are still on 2323. We're going to be on it for a bit more. And so far so good. This is a nice road. I usually get a little cautious when we're on double-lined road, but we've had 2 cars so far. So, and it's a Saturday. So because people can take Route 19 from Fredericksburg up to Llano, I think this is a less traveled road now. So perfect for biking. So Wiley is crushing his miles today. He's got less than 2 more Melvin miles, and then we're gonna switch again. We'll break up the last 10 miles. We're gonna stay at another Best Western. They seem to have the best pricing when it comes to the additional cost to have a dog. They're only gonna charge us $10 more to have Melvin in the hotel room. And there's a barbecue place walking distance from where we're staying, and it has a lot of good reviews. So the Texas Hill Country route's kind of turning into the biking, barbecue, and donut route.
We are about 5 miles from Llano, and we're about to switch it up. I'm gonna take Melvin, bring it home, and see how things look in that town. It's 4:12. 4:13, so we'll probably be there by 5 o'clock if the road stays like this. You know we're getting close to civilization when the white line and the rumble strips come back. It's been a long day, it's been a good day. I think Melvin's had enough of the cart. It's the longest day he's been in the cart for sure. He did get some good Melvin miles earlier in the day, but
even though this particular road doesn't have a lot of traffic, there's not really a shoulder or anywhere safe for us to run him. So, and you would think just the grass on the side would be enough, but Texas is full of prickly things. We let him go pee, and he had 3 of the goat weed or goat head, whatever those things are called, stuck to his paws. Just in the 2 minutes he was walking around in the grass where we stopped, so we don't want him running in the grass.
Alright, we are officially in the Llano city limits, population 3,232. It's like a fourth of Fredericksburg.
Just turned on to Route 16, heading into the city of Llano. There's a sign for Austin. Not yet, too soon. About 5 o'clock on a Saturday, actually 4:30. So luckily it's not rush hour or anything like that. But being a population of 3,000, it might not get too busy.
So when we got into town, there was a big welcome hunters sign, and I was like, huh, I wonder what that's all about. And then we just saw a sign that said deer capital of Texas. And we have seen so many deer on this trip. So if they have a lot of deer here, it must be crazy. We are staying at the Best Western tonight. There is a campground a couple miles outside of Llano, but it's supposed to get down to 30 tonight, so we decided to go with a hotel. So originally we were just gonna eat our backpacker food, but there's a barbecue spot in town, very close to the hotel, walking distance, that has really fantastic reviews. So I think we're having barbecue tonight. The plan was to only get the pork ribs and the brisket. I went with the ribeye too, which is definitely overkill. And then you basically tell them how much you want. So I wanted a half a pound of everything. And then the guy kind of cut everything heavy. So we ended up with 3/4 pound of everything instead. So we have a lot of meat to eat tonight.
We're gonna have the meat sweats tomorrow.